Hello everyone, welcome to Sentence Diagramming 101. This video is about exercise 9D, and we are going to be identifying word functions and then diagramming sentences. So it looks like this one's about Betty White, who was an awesome lady. All right, so we have, a fun construction. Wonderful was the woman. So remember, we flipped these, right? Wonderful was the woman, subject complement. And then she was known as Betty White, participle. A little prepositional phrase. And then, another, what is that? Dependent clause, adjective, describing Betty White, right? Who began what? Career, and then when, adverb, prepositional phrase. Okay, so we know that we start with our subject. So we have the woman. So really it's the woman was wonderful, but we got excited and we're like, wonderful was the woman. Okay. And then we know that the woman was no, right, as Betty White. And then Betty White, and then what did she do? She began her career. I was going to jam it in at the bottom in 1945. Should have given myself more room there. All right. This one's going to take a lot of space, but let's go through it. Earlier, adverb. In her career tells me when, adverb. She was known, and then she was known for these two things. So prepositional phrase. Adverbing, telling me how she was known, and coordinating conjunction on her own show, telling me where, in 1954, telling me when, so both adverbs. She received what? Criticism for doing a thing, right? And then we got a gerund, we got an infinitive, right? Gerund, infinitive, and the object of the infinitive. Okay, so let's start at the top. We're like, she was known. When was she known? Earlier. When in her career, right, she was known, and then she was known for things, right? For both of these, Mary Tyler Moore Show and the Betty White Show. And, okay. Then we have our and, right? And, compound sentence, coordinated conjunction. We know that she received it on her own show. Her shows first, her own show. And then she received it in 54. And then what did she receive? She received that criticism. And then why did she receive it? She received it for what? For refusing. Gerund. And then what did she refuse? She refused to remove a dancer, a black dancer, from her show. Oh, I read dancer twice. This is supposed to be black. There we go. Give that a stand. It looks like I got all my words, right? Yeah, they told her in order to stay on TV, she had to get rid of black dancer because it was the 50s. And she was like, no. And then they canceled her not that long after that, but then she came back. For refusing. Yeah, got all the words. Okay. Moving on to numbers 3, 4, and 5. She did what? Well, she continued to do a thing, playing in films and television. So that's my direct object. And then this whole thing is going to be my dependent clause. Until what? Until she began her role, and then it was her role as Rose, and then Rose was on the Golden Girls. Okay, let me do this one without hitting my hand on the bottom of the screen and causing this picture to go away. Okay, so she continued, and then how did she continue? Oh no, she continued playing. Just let me erase that because we're gonna need the space. Not by playing, she just continued playing. So she continued playing. My handwriting is horrible, but without touching the screen, it's even worse. What happens if I just... We'll see if it kicks me out again. All right, and then where did she play? She played in films and TV And okay, and then that was until she began her role, until it was her role, and then which role? Her role as Rose, and then which Rose? The one on the hit television series. So really it's the series, and then the series was the Golden Girls. That's in a positive. So it was the series, it was the hit series, it was the TV series, the Golden Girls. Cool. All right, until her death at the age of 99. Oh, these are all prepositional phrases. Sneaky, because until usually starts a dependent clause, but there's no verb here. It's not until her death occurred, right? At the age of 99, it's just until her death, prepositional phrase. So those are both adverb prepositional phrases. We have she starred, and then she was in TV, show, and film. Okay, so that's our first independent clause. And then we have she voiced characters. Adjective happens to be a participle. And then coordinated conjunction. She hosted, and she starred, guest starred, adjective. And then she starred, on shows. Those are both intransitives. On shows. And then which shows, such as SNL. Okay. Gonna need the room. Okay, so she starred until her death. And then her death was at the age, and then of 99. Whew. She starred, and then where did she star? She starred in shows, TV shows, and film. And, all right, I'll put my and over here because it's going to be an X. All right, and then what do I have? She voiced characters. What kind of characters? Animated characters. And can I squeak it in? And what? Okay, she hosted and starred. All right, I'm just gonna, let's see, can I squeak it? She hosted and starred. That she starred on what? On shows, and shows such as SNL. I'm glad the next one is small because I'm taking up all the room. If you want a pretty version of this, just look at the answer key and you'll be able to see it laid out without my terrible handwriting. Okay. The world will miss her. Oh, look, it's a nice little easy one. World. The world will miss her. Sad face. Okay, and that looks like it is the end of 9D.